So we're going to be jumping into game number 3. Game number 3. So it's 1-1. And of course you're going to see the players as soon as I turn off the overlay. But just so you know, it's 1-1 for now for these players. And you can see right away who they are. People you probably know. People who you probably have seen before. Oh, what am I doing? People who you probably saw before in many tournaments. So let's introduce them. We have at the top right the eOnzErG. You know him, you love him, and you'll keep watching him. It's eOnzErG. And at the bottom left, as the white Zerg, you have seen him before. He has won before. Might he do it again? It is minus trutacz. So, ZVZ. Now these guys, I have to say, now before we were looking, and some people were saying, "Oh, ZVZ is not the most interesting." Okay, yeah, maybe not. But when these guys play, sometimes it is, because they do some funky stuff from time to time. So, this is game 3. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. This is, by the way, the semi-finals, which means that whoever wins this should be, unless I don't know, unless they change their mind and didn't play or something like that, should be in the finals, right? This is semi. So think about that, guys. It's an important match for both of these guys. They both want to actually go to the finals. Yeah, ZVZ does have that problem. Playing it, I mean, doesn't cause me heart attacks, but it does get me upset, because sometimes just 1 or 2 Zerglings basically destroy a game that you think you won. And I think that's one of the reasons why ZVZ is more interesting than people give it credit. Because the problem about ZVZ, the real issue with ZVZ is the amount of drones. The amount of drones is always very low in ZVZ, so losing 1 or 2 drones is a huge percentage of your economy. And that's why it's an interesting matchup. And if you don't like it, you're not gonna like it, no matter what I say. But at the same time, you have to see the beauty even in the things that you don't like. You have to understand the technicalities of the things you don't like. So, bear that in mind, guys. ZVZ, not a bad matchup. Just not the one for you. Okay, so we do see that trutacz started with a 9 pull. I think it started with a fast layer. On the other side, we see eOnzErG going for a fast hatch. Now, because of the fast layer, that means that the speed is going to be not faster than eOnzErG's. In fact, eOnzErG's speed starts before... Wait, trutacz is not even making speed? No, he's not. Wait, well, that's interesting. Okay, that's actually quite interesting, because not getting speed at all. And you see, trutacz is leaving only 3 Zerglings here, sending 1 from the front? Okay. I mean, I don't think that's... what trutacz is doing is not exactly bold, it's just reckless. He's not getting speed for his Zerglings because he's not going to be out on the map. Okay, fine. But the problem is, eOnzErG should be able to actually see that. Like, see that there is nothing trying to attack him. If you see that your opponent is not attacking you, and you made 2 hatcheries, and you're making pure Zerglings, it's pretty safe to assume that you're going to be attacking, right? It just kind of makes sense. Now, that being said, the way that trutacz is setting himself up, this should be pretty well defended. Let me see. So, the only thing right now that eOnzErG could do is put some sunkens here. That's, I think, the only thing that would break trutacz. 1 sunken, 1 spore, destroy the hatch. Apart from that, this, I think, is relatively unbreakable. And with more drones coming up, if you get more drones, you can actually put down more sunkens and maybe an evo chamber like down here. So it's definitely possible to completely get a bunker from this. In 2v2, for those of you who have been playing on IC Cup 2v2s, when you play Zerg versus 2 Zergs, it's sometimes common to play this kind of style where you bunker up and you try to survive that way. Now, Spire is about to be finished, and Lair is about to be finished for eOnzErG. So eOnzErG definitely has to do something. He either wants to be aggressive with his Zerglings, so the mutas have to stay at home, or he wants to put down evolution chambers. But he cannot rely basically on not doing anything, because what's going to happen is basically mutas are going to fly and they're going to snipe drones. Oh my god. eOnzErG is not mining with one drone. That's a huge mistake. And ZVZ, oof. It's not game, but it's pretty much. Well, that's something not too smart, but okay. So we've got a good amount of Zerglings. Mutas are coming up, and yeah, you can see that. That's a relatively good drill. It's gonna stop completely everything. Mutas are out. Oops. Oops. Yeah, there's the Evo. There is one. There is two. So there are going to be some spores. The problem with this though, drones 12 to 12, so the amount of drones is actually the same, so there's no extra economy from this hatchery, and it is more difficult to defend both positions than just one. So more Zerglings are going to try to run in. Now these Zerglings, they're not going to try to kill trutacz, they're trying to snipe drones. Look, see that? One drone, two drones, three drones. Ooh, that's big. That's a big snipe. Now we've got 12 drones against 9. That was a pretty good snipe from eOnzErG. I was expecting trutacz to react instantly to that, but maybe he was microing his mutas because... yeah, so you're definitely right about that the spores can defend this. The problem that I see though, first of all is the map control, and the second thing is when you have like 10 mutas, you're just gonna kill all the drones and fly out. So, when you have enough, you're not going to care about one spore. So even now, trutacz is actually managing to get in and get a snipe here, a snipe there. So we've got 12 to 14. So this is stabilizing a little bit. This is actually stabilizing because both players are going to be taking losses. Trutacz is going to take losses from these Zerglings, and eOnzErG is going to take losses from the mutas. So I'm assuming that the guy who actually takes the first big loss is the one that's gonna lose this. I'm assuming that the reason why he's mining gas is because he eventually wants to get some... Actually, he's gonna mute us himself. You know what? This is actually something quite interesting. I don't know if you guys... maybe Assault can clue me if I'm correct in this. If you make a good amount of mutas as eOnzErG, you can fly in, kill all the drones, even if you lose all of your mutas, and you're still fine because you do have anti-air. So, in a way, eOnzErG can win this by basically sniping all the drones. It's possible. I'm not saying that that's the smartest way to go about it, but you could do that. But whereas trutacz cannot do that. If trutacz loses all the mutas, then he's dead. Alright, so we see more spores coming down for eOnzErG. It's starting to look bad for eOnzErG, I think, because by taking so many drones to make more defenses, and these are spores, so at any time that trutacz actually manages to kill the Zerglings with his mutas and just switches to Zerglings, the spores are not going to be useful, so... Okay. So, the game does stabilize, and we do see 13 drones to 15 now. It was 16 just a second ago. But yeah, drones are probably going to keep falling from time to time for eOnzErG from this muta harass. So the game, although it looks relatively equal for now, I still think that trutacz is getting the better end of this. Is he getting upgrades? Yes, he is. So, no. eOnzErG is not getting any upgrades, whereas it seems trutacz is getting upgrades. So, I think in the long run, trutacz should be the one with the better situation. Oh, again, the gas drone's not pulled. Oh, yeah, again, taking a good amount of damage from these Zerglings. So, this is still doing damage. And in a way, they're both trading blows, and it seems like the game is continuing to be at the same situation. But bear in mind that the mutas are still growing for both players, right? So, on the muta front, eventually it's going to come down to the muta fight. I don't think the game is going to end before that. So, we'll have to see how that goes, and who actually takes the better engagement. I'm assuming it's going to be trutacz. Definitely he doesn't want to be fighting next to the spores, but is 7 mutas versus 12, so at least for now, there's a huge lead in mutas for trutacz. Okay, so the gas is being mined now by trutacz. That should pretty much equalize the gas from here. Assault, one thing I don't know, if you do have a lot of gas, even if you have way too much gas, as long as you make Scourges and Zerglings, I think you can still kind of support that. Still probably quite useful. Although Scourges, they tend to be problematic once you have a lot of them. When you have 4, 8, even 12 maybe, they're really good. But controlling like, I don't know, 24 Scourges, they're pretty stupid as they are. If you have a lot of them, that's not the easiest thing to do. Although I do have some tricks myself how to actually use Scourges with even pretty bad micro to get good hits. So it's not like it's impossible, it's just a bit complicated. Okay, so some Scourges trying to find something here. Not gonna do it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna put my phone to sleep, pretty much. Ooh. Okay, it's pretty good start. Pretty good start by trutacz. Yeah, just trading blows all over. Everybody's hitting, and as you can see, we got 7 mutas versus 10 mutas, and these mutas soon will have the Caprus upgrade. So once they do, oh, 2, 3, 4, 5 drones killed just by microing away from the Scourges. A lot of drones did go down now, although they're still equal in drones. They are equal in drones again, so trading blows, but nothing really gained. Now, I would love one of them to go Hive, but it's pretty much impossible now. They do need a good amount of drones. They like 28 to 32 drones, I think. I don't think you can go for a Hive on this low economy and have a decent shot at actually getting there before dying. So I'd love to see them do that, but I understand that this might not be yet the moment to go for it. Okay, so both are trying to get both Scourges and Mutas, and eOnzErG is not getting any upgrades for his Mutas, and that is definitely going to be bad in the long run. We do see already the second upgrade coming down for trutacz, and the game has been so equal for such a long time that the more upgrades that there are, the bigger the difference is going to become. And if that means that if eOnzErG doesn't manage to get a very good hit relatively soon, he is going to be finding himself in a really bad position. Oh, some Zerglings. Yep. Okay, 1 drone. Still really good, and yeah. Oh, taking a lot of damage. Ugh, more Scourges now coming down. Okay. Okay, so 19 drones to 14 drones. Well, now 18. Oh, good micro there. Killing the Scourges individually, not losing anything to them. And it seems that trutacz is actually going to give away this position. No, he's not. He flew away, and then he flew back. Oh, that's a decent move. And more hits? No. It's 8 mutas against 8 mutas, so it's equal in mutas. So this is all down to the Scourge hits. It will depend on the Scourge hits. Whoever gets the better Scourge hits is gonna win this. And there's still no spores for... even trade. There's still no spores for trutacz anywhere, so these mutas can constantly be doing damage. Ooh. Good hits. I can't even see what's going on. Okay, so pretty much equal in mutas. Yeah, pretty much equal. But it does have the upgrade advantage, so she should get the better end of this. Yep. The mutas go down, and there's 1 muta left for eOnzErG now. Although these Scourges can get some hits. Nope. Oh, and some Zerglings. Oh, I completely missed that, guy. Sorry. Sorry about that. Completely missed the Zergling run by. I think that's what actually finished the game, but I really didn't catch that. I was trying to kind of look at the micro, but completely missed that trutacz actually managed to send in a good amount of Zerglings and basically, well, kill eOnzErG. So trutacz is going to be the one that should be going to the finals. So let's get ourselves another game.